Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing kind of viewer requested topic. Said I wasn't going to do it, but once you see it, once you know what's going to happen, you can't shut it off. You can't just be like, oh, I didn't read that. I didn't read that comment. And somebody asked me, Trev, have you been getting spammed about the major spoilers about this weekend's episode of The Walking Dead? That's season 6, episode 3. Thank you. And yes, I have been. So I decided, you know what, I can't pretend like I don't know. I've realized at this point, it's out there, it's knowledge, it's known, so might as well give my thoughts on it for people that, kind of want to see that and also may have had the same thing happen to them. So, big warning to people in the channel. If you don't want to know anything about this weekend's episode, if you're not somebody that likes spoilers, I would say don't watch this video. This video is not for you. You can pause, you can click off, go watch one of my other videos. Maybe watch a death predictions video of mine or watch my review for last week or predictions, for this week's episode. Go ahead and watch one of those. If you don't know, you probably don't want to know. This is one of those big major spoilers that most people wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to if I was just, regular viewer, but everything gets spoiled for me because of all the comments I read every day and what people say. So there it is for you guys. Huge spoiler warning. If you don't want to know, you better leave now. Right, so I'll put the link in the description for you guys for Fansided as well as the Spoiling the Dead fans on Facebook. Guys are just monsters with regards to spoilers. If you want to know what's going to happen, they're a great Facebook page to check out. This one came from them as well. I don't know how they get their hands on this information. And like I said, if this is like a car crash for you where you can't stop watching but you want to stop watching, exercise personal control, personal constraint, and stop watching now. So here's the deal. All right, so the links are there. Check them out if you want to know. Here's what's going on. I can't ignore it. I can't act like I didn't see it, like I didn't read it. So it says about half or 2/3 of the way into the episode, this is from Undead Walking Now, the scene with Glenn and Nicholas goes down exactly how we stated yesterday. Trapped on top of the dumpster, Nicholas panics. He pulls out a gun and says thank you to Glenn and proceeds to kill himself. Glenn and Nicholas fall off the dumpster. Nicholas's body is under a mound of walkers. Glenn's body is under another pile of walkers. Glenn is getting completely devoured. No one is around to see or hear him die. Brutal, man. Brutal. So that's from Spoiling the Dead fans on Facebook. Like I said, I have no idea how they get their hands on this information. And I do wish, if there's one thing for AMC I wish they could do, because HBO does this really well, I wish when they had big character deaths that they could keep them under wraps so that people don't know about it. This has been something that has gone on since the beginning of the series. I've had the Shane death kind of spoiled for me, but I didn't know if it was legit. I've had the Andrea death sort of spoiled for me. I've had the Noah death was huge spoilers. And just, oh man, lots of others as well too. Sometimes they can keep it under wraps. Like I didn't hear about the Beth one, that was in Coda. They kept that under wraps really well. But this one, unfortunately, it sounds like they weren't able to. That is, unless this is some kind of hallucination or fear, or, some kind of dream sequence or I don't know, something like that. But it seems to me like that's pretty unlikely. So hopefully it's incorrect, because that would be, a really devastating death to see. Because of course Glenn, been in The Walking Dead since the very beginning, one of the absolute best characters in the show. And we were kind of talking about whether or not Maggie was pregnant, whether or not she was, and if this is true, then that would make perfect sense that she is, because that would have happened prior. And then of course Glenn's killed off now with Nicholas. What a fucking idiot, Nicholas. I wish he would have just killed him earlier on. So oh well. Man, so sometimes you get parts in The Walking Dead where they actually do a really good job of not telegraphing some deaths. Some deaths you can kind of tell they're coming, and and that's cool. I'm talking about maybe deaths like Bob or possibly Herschel. When it's happening, you can kind of tell it's going to happen. But there are others that they kind of throw out of nowhere, like Tyrese, and now this one with Glenn, which is it certainly has reinforced the fear of the walkers, the fear of the zombies, because you don't know if any main character, anybody, could become all of a sudden surrounded by zombies and killed. And the third episode, for them to show it in that kind of an episode, that's a huge episode. So we'll see this weekend. I would imagine the problems with viewership, if they are to kill off Glenn, is probably going to go away. Because that would just be a huge shocker. And it sucks that that we're online, we're doing this kind of thing. I love being online with you guys. I love doing what we do, but it does kind of suck sometimes. There's certain spoilers during the summertime I like to see and I like to share with you guys. There's others that I don't, and this is kind of one of those. Same with the Noah death too, that it just kind of detracts from the experience, because as I'm watching it, with the Beth thing, what happened with her, I mean, you could kind of see that might be how it was going to go down, but you didn't know for sure, and it wasn't public knowledge. At least I didn't hear about it myself, which was a good thing. This one, unfortunately, I did, and I can't pretend like I didn't. So this video is really for people that also were the same type of situation like me, where you saw it, you heard about it, and it's like you can't unknow it. You can't Control Z undo. It's there. You know about it. Man, that's going to be crazy. So I am still really kind of shocked just to read it, and kind of not sure what's going on with regards to it, because that's a really unpredictable death, I would say. For him to be killed off at that time just kind of randomly by a bunch of zombies is pretty unpredictable. So write your comments below, guys. I really hope I didn't ruin it for anybody in this video. That was not my intention. It was just to get to respond to all the different comments I've been getting from people like, holy shit, Trev, you got to talk about this. I know you don't want to know, but you already know. We know you know. I'm sure you're getting spammed. And it's like, yeah, I did, and I am. So put it out there. Oh man, this weekend might be freaking crazy. I just don't even know what to say about that one if this is true. So holy cow, that's a huge death for them to do at that time. Kind of mind-blowing. I did not see that coming at all, because one of the best characters in the whole show. Been there since the very beginning. So that's a huge death. That's bigger than Tyrese, or, man, a lot of the ones we've had recently, even Beth or any of the others, that we've had last season, and maybe even since season 4 with Herschel. This is probably the biggest death in terms of the main character since then. Crazy shit, man, crazy. So write your comments below, guys. We'll see this weekend. We'll see if it's legit or not. It probably is, to be honest. So kind of sad, kind of shocked, and kind of discombobulated all at the same time is my reaction to it, so to speak. So write your comments below, guys. Let me know what you think, and of course, check back for the review tomorrow night. And we'll talk about it when it officially airs. And there's kind of my thoughts. I wish they didn't let things like this out, and this didn't kind of get out. But once it's out, we're going to see it, so you can't really be picking and choosy. Spoilers are coming out. You're going to see it, so it's like crap. It's it kind of ruins it, but at the same time. Yeah, crazy stuff. So write your comments below, guys. Let me know what you think. And if you like this video, this is for you guys who asked for it. You asked for it, so I did it for you. Please thumb it up below. You can share it. You can favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. Damn, man. Wow. Really don't know how to feel about this one. So we'll see. Write your comments below. Like I said, share, favorite, subscribe if you're new. That's it for this video, guys. We'll see you again real soon. As always, it's Sad Trev saying peace.